famous people on the TV.
Stop yelling.
I've met Winnie Houston. I've met Michael Jackson.
Have you met Haystack Calhoun? He was a mountain of a man. I sent him home to mommy with a rolling DDT. How about Gorgeous George? Chief Wahoo McDaniel, Sleeping Lanny, Wildfire Tommy Rich. They all fell victim to my dreaded Purple Nurple Cherry Belly. Oh, yeah.
Wildfire Tommy Rich.
You so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 193, the Multiverse of Radness. The Multiverse of Radness. Bruiser Bodi, Sreten the Somewhat, sometimes, maybe not all the time, or ever Savage, and the Juice himself are back.
Savage.
Here to bring you all some delicious audio visual stimulation. Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. If you're watching right now on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and share with all your friends. If you're listening right now in podcast land, make sure to rate and review and still tell your motherfucking friends because we need the support. And
if you're listening in your car right now, roll down the window and tell whoever's in the car next to you what you're listening to.
Yeah.
And then
that's right. On them. But always keep your eyes on the fucking line.
Oh, man. Can I play with Radness?
That's right. Hey, I had to quote the good brother Danzig. I'll be in Ohio this weekend seeing Danzig and unfortunately Cradle of Filth, which, I think I might be doing something else while Cradle's playing. The one thing I always see is like everybody's Danzig always has like the most diverse lineups when he plays with bands and tours. I'm like, they always suck.
It's because it makes them look better.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about. Come on now.
Nobody cares of Cradle of Filth. They only cared about a t-shirt that was cool and edgy.
Hot Topic fucking metal wannabe bullshit. We are evil.
Amphetamine.
Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck you just said, but I think you're talking about drugs.
Probably. I don't know,
dude. I'm stoked though. It's going to be a good time. He's saying that this is probably going to be his last tour, and then he's going to be doing some random one-off stuff, and he wants to do more of the Danzig Sings Elvis, which I would love to be able to go and check that shit out.
There you go.
He just played with Tiger Army though. It did the whole second album, Lucifuge album, out in Ontario, California, and I'm like, what the fuck, Glenn? You can't service the mid fucking West like you do the fucking West Coast. You ain't even from the West Coast. I don't care if you live in there. You're from Lodi. Damn it. But yeah, anyways, I just want to let you guys out there know that because I'm going to be fucking rocking and rolling and drinking and toking and it's going to be fucking great. I'm going to buy a $75 t-shirt.
Why not? And buy some $14 beers while you're there too. If you're going to go all in. I went with my brother, my first concert, like concert, not just like live music outside somewhere small the other day.
Small like your deep?
It wasn't $15 beers. They were $10 beers. They were large beers. It was a good fucking concert. It's good to fucking be back in the concert world. I like large beers. I don't know if I like $10 large beers.
Dude, I'm fucking pissed. So the homies in Origin, Misery Index, dude, they just played the Black Circle where Handsome Prick played like a couple months ago down in Indianapolis, like with a whole buttload of fucking great bands. And they were in Chicago too, and I couldn't go because of work restrictions and all this bullshit. And I'm sitting here like, who the fuck am I? Where's my life right now? That's why I always tell everybody to share this shit with the friends and just hit like so we can quit our fucking day jobs and go see some concerts on your dime. That's right.
Yep. Subscription tiers coming soon.
Yeah. You knew it was coming one day, we had to charge you.
Exactly. Well, just us smashing beers. We're going to call it Only Cans.
Yeah. A lot of smoking beers around this place.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Speaking of smoking cans.
Yeah. Good segue.
The movie X.
Dude, have you guys seen it yet?
No.
I saw 1 minute of it. And then
I've seen trailers.
But I definitely plan on watching the rest.
I'll tell you what, I think the guy, whoever directed it, I think it's like Ty West, or right? Forgive our lack of knowledge. I just checked it out. It's a real unsettling movie. And I like that because it's real fucked up. There's nothing like watching decrepitly old people fuck that makes you creeped out and scared. I mean, you can have all the gore and all the jump scares in the world. And we kind of said something off air, how like you like the jump scares, but it's just such an easy cop out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and in modern horror, to be able to deliver like something is the whole premise of the movie is based in 1979, and this group of I don't know, they're
everywhere
porn actors, you know, like they're going to make a fucking porn.
They're going to make a porno.
Yeah, the farmer's daughter, and there's this black dude.
Oh, Mamma mia,
dude! There's this one serious black dude. He's like an ex-Marine, and he's like the fucking main cock of the whole movie. He's banging all the chicks, including the guy who's filming it. His girlfriend's like, "Well, I think I want to be in this movie now," and he's like, "No, you can't.
No, you can't."
She's like, "Why not? You just got through saying, you know, why this is good and this is like a performance. This is art. You know, why can't I get some fucking art up in my, you know, hoo-ha?" He ends up fucking banging this chick too. But then this old man comes to the door and it's like kind of dark. So the black dude's standing there and he's just butt naked, dude. And you just see the silhouette of his hog just swinging.
Hog silhouettes.
It was fucking great. But I mean, I don't care if I fucking spoil anything for you guys. It's a great movie. Hey. Check it out. It's real fucked up. Like I said, man, like, oh, dude, like the body of this old lady, she's like fucked up. She wants to make love to her husband. They're both super old. And he's like, "I told you I can't do that for you anymore. Bobby, you know, I'll have a heart attack. My heart.
God damn it, Bobby."
Right, dude. And so she sees okay. So remember I told you guys the girl the cameraman, the guy running the camera, his girl did a scene and he gets butthurt, and while everybody's sleeping, he's fucking trying to bail. It's like, throwing a fit, like, we'll see how far they get without me. Like, takes the van and everything, dude. Like, real piece of shoe, you know?
That is not professional.
And he stops because there's this old lady just like in the middle of the road. He's like, ma'am, are you all right? And she's just like, says some weird shit and like grabbing on him and starts kissing on him and loving on him. And he's like, it's fucking gross, man. It's really weird. Anyway, he turns her down and then she just loses her shit and takes a knife right to the throat, dude. And he goes down and she's like on top of him. I thought she was going to rape him or something. She's getting off somehow. And she's just stabbing him in the throat so many fucking times, dude. The blood goes all over the headlights of the van. And so like, it's cool because then the whole cinematography kind of turns just like black and blood red. And you see her just fucking getting off on, and they're showing some of this shit, dude. This guy's throat by the end of it was just nothing. It was fucking brutal, dude.
It's me. Is the whole movie brutal?
It's pretty damn brutal. Yeah. Good. I mean, they even got this fucking bitch gets pushed in the creek, gets eaten by a goddamn alligator.
Nice.
My face is a death. Oh shit! Look what they did to
him. She needs some milk.
Yeah. But dude, all you watch and listen right now, if you're a horror fan, a true horror fan, and you like fucked up shit and shit that hits a little different, that's outside the box, you gotta check out the movie X. It's fucking fantastic. It's so disturbing. It leaves you like my old lady was like, I don't really know what to think about that. Like, that was a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Good.
That's where I think horror should leave you.
Yeah, movies like that. And not like Serbian film, you know, fucked up movies, but you know.
Don't get me started.
Right.
Look at Sreten. They're sons of bitches.
Gonna draw the line.
I gotta find out who made that movie because
you should.
That guy.
Get him.
Fuck that guy.
Get him, dude.
Probably would if you found him. I don't know. I mean, stranger things have happened.
You can't look up any movie about any cinematography in Serbia who they're like known for being such a small country and having like pretty good art house flicks. Mm-hmm. Can't do anything. That movie pops up every time. So that guy's fucking asshole.
He ruined it for everybody.
And the whole plot of it, and like it's a shit. I'll never watch it. You know,
no.
This one kind of crosses some lines, but it's nothing nowhere near like Serbian film. It's just you'll be jaw dropped, and you might either get disgusted and walk away from it, or
horny.
I wonder what people thought of back in the day about the original Chainsaw. You know, like imagine virgin eyes on those eyes and ears back in the day. Like when that movie came out, I'm sure people were like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yep, that's what happened with Cannibal Holocaust too.
Yeah, the whole premise really is like this old couple, and they're super weird, and the fucking lady gets weird at midnight because she wants the sex and she can't get the sex, and so she like gets horny for murder.
Horny for murder. Good.
A lot of horror movies. Yeah, a lot of horror movies. That's a plot. Horny for
Dial
murder.
M for horny.
Wait, what? Yeah. But anyways, check it out.
Speaking of creepy old ladies, the new Sam Raimi movie came out.
Well, yeah, he's put some creepy old ladies in the Evil Dead movies.
Are you talking about Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, Part 2. What is it called?
In the multiverse of Rat.
Wait, that's the
multiverse of Madskis.
Did you guys see it? Because I haven't checked it out yet. I'm a spoiler freak, so I know everything that happened. But please,
of course you do.
Indulge me in the rest of the JP Woo about this fucking multiverse of murder.
I watched it the Thursday before it came out or something. I don't know why it was playing in the theater, but I watched it before you, bro.
Well, you had a little chub when you saw Bruce Campbell.
I did.
Absolutely.
I totally did.
And it absolutely felt like the movie was pretty. It was like the standard like okay Marvel movie. Like what wasn't awesome. It was.
I'm seeing some stuff online where it's kind of saying that it lost itself in the MCU.
Well,
what does that mean?
So the newest phase of the MCU is going away from all the like easy shit. So
centralized around New York.
But they're tapping into this like multiverse shit, which tends to get super weird, and they're doing like a little deeper cuts with the heroes and stuff they're presenting. So it's not as palatable. Like a lot of people, it's not Captain America, it's not Iron Man, it's Spider-Man's still fucking awesome, but they're tapping into these other characters. Like Doctor Strange is also like fucking weird.
Mugaroff.
And so So
too bad they couldn't use Shumagorath's name.
See those like there's just so but it is a Sam Raimi movie, which makes me so fucking happy. It is a fucking Sam Raimi movie.
It is. It totally is. Sam Raimi pushed the hell out of the limits of that PG-13 rating. Because that was questionable.
Really?
It's disturbing. There's some disturbing shit in there. There's some gore. There's some horror aspects.
About that girl, from what I understand, the girl that can possess other people's bodies and therefore go through different universes or something like that.
Well,
he's trying to say
Scarlet Witch can possess other bodies that using the Darkhold, but America Chavez is the one that does the star-shaped transdimensional multiverse. That's what I'm talking about.
The dimension,
portals.
The dimension travel or whatever. And I heard that like Strange essentially is dead. The dead Strange comes in and meets with the real Strange. And I remember seeing like a clip or something in a trailer where he turns around and it's like, oh yeah, he looks like a fucking deadite, dude.
It's totally Sam Raimi. Like he killed it. I thought he killed it. Great movie. Of course, not everyone's gonna like it. If I'm a fan of the comics, so I know like what Doctor Strange is about and like the multiverse traveling and all that.
Do you know about the Secret Defenders?
Oh, I do know about you and your Secret Defenders. But that what was cool is like you see Defender Strange is in there, the Illuminati shows up in a different universe, and that was fucking cool. And I'm not going to spoil it here, but there are some characters that popped up, and I was just freaking out. I was like fuck yeah,
Professor X.
Well, that's a given, seeing that he was in the trailer. But dude, with the
like Reed Richards,
the X-Men animated wheelchair that he was in.
Yes,
fucking awesome, dude.
Yes, my X-Men.
See, this is where like there was a study that came out a long time ago, like 15 or 20 years ago, that said knowing spoilers doesn't actually ruin people's experiences.
No, it doesn't.
But
it gets me hard as fuck.
I think it does.
Ooh.
You don't care. I think it does. Like if I don't know something, like during that scene with the Illuminati when they showed them, and I don't even want to spoil it, but certain parts.
Just cue the current affair. And
the reveals.
Spoiler alert.
But like some of that shit, some of the stuff I heard and then saw, and also the dude behind me like screamed when they revealed one of the characters. And I was like, oh,
was it me?
Yeah, it was you. But
it wasn't me.
But it was just super cool, and it was like some fucking hardcore fan service. And sometimes I just love some fan service. Give me what I want to see, dude. And
AEW.
Fuck yeah, dude! Like you know where it's going. So people, if you don't want any spoilers, just turn it off right now. But yeah, the fan service on the casting of one of the characters, they killed it. I was like, beautiful. Mwah.
Hey, let me ask you this. You think it's would you guys say, because I know Raimi was really put off after Spider-Man 3. It's not the movie he wanted to make, and everybody in the world shit on it. I don't think it's necessarily a garbage movie. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
But do you guys, would you say this is redemption song?
I think this and No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, were his redemptions. And he even came out.
He didn't do No Way Home, did he?
Yeah, he did. He was the director.
No Way Home?
Yes, he did.
No.
Did he really?
I'm almost positive he did.
No.
Bodi, you're gonna put us in the shit house right now. So somebody pull that fucking shit up.
He did not.
Sreten, right about now, insert the
Or you fucked up.
No, it wasn't him. No, it would have been John Watts. John Watts did the Spider-Man films, but Sam Raimi he did something with that movie. He was like, what do they call them?
Consultants,
I guess. There's another word I'm looking for.
Producer.
But yeah, with his first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and stuff. But yeah, John Watts is that director because he just left Fantastic Four because he's too busy, which bums me out. I wanted to see him be the director of Fantastic Four. Well, that's why it's going to be rebooted under the Marvel banner because they'll do it correctly. Yeah. The other 3 movies, garbage.
Yeah, one could only hope. And speaking of Sam Raimi, I also heard that there is a Darkman 4 fucking sequel.
Oh, really? No way. Really?
See, Sreten? You thought you knew what I was doing, but you never knew what was coming.
Darkman.
Darkman's fucking awesome.
I only watched the first Darkman and I fucking loved it. Like I really enjoyed it.
I love the first Darkman.
What was the fucking the villain's name in that?
I don't know. I know that I could see the actor's face right now, but I
thought back in the day, I remember reading Wizard magazine and they cast him as Doc Ock. Like if they were going to do a Spider-Man movie, I was like, that would have been Durant. Cool. It was Durant.
Yeah. All those when Wizard was in its heyday, like when they did those casting things,
that was the Bible, dude.
It was always awesome. Like every time
they also cast did it. Glenn Danzig as Wolverine back in the day, which I thought would have been pretty dope.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, because he's a small dude, but he was fucking ripped. Right. We're talking like early and mid '90s. Danzig was jacked as shit. He would have been, and he loved the character. There's like videos, like what he read.
Yeah, me too.
Wolverine. He's pretty cool.
Hey, you ever see that picture with? I think it's Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Tom Hanks. And it said, if the Marvel movies were in the 90s, here's Thor, Iron Man, and Bruce Banner.
No.
You never seen that picture?
No, I haven't.
Pretty damn funny.
Hell yeah. Dude, like Wizard used to call him out, though. 90s. They cast, I think everybody is a no-brainer for X-Men, Patrick Stewart, as Professor X. And look what happened. I wonder, does Wizard still, is it in publication still?
No, they switched some shit like 10 years ago, and then it just went downhill. It used to be like fun and clever and funny and like fun to read, and then it just got shitty. And then I think they went out of business. So, but I
think you're right.
I think there's some variation of Wizard World that still exists, maybe, but I don't think they have a magazine of any kind.
Wizard World.
Fuck it. So let's circle back to some more Sam Raimi news.
Yes, please.
This Friday the 13th.
Yes, it is Friday the 13th, so we all win. Evil Dead, the game, drops this
I don't believe you.
fucking Friday. Oh, I got it pre-ordered for the Xbox One, or as I like to call it, the Juice Box One. Yeah, I'm going to be playing that motherfucker probably sometime next week because I ain't going to have time to get to it. But at least I'll have a physical copy. Ladies and gentlemen, please still invest in physical media so they still put it out because I fucking love it. I'm pissed that a lot of good docs and TV shows, you can't find them anymore. You could buy them in your streaming collection, but hey, man, the world ends. At least I'll still have a copy. I may not have a TV to watch it on, but I'll still have a fucking copy.
Mm-hmm. Evil Dead. That game's going to be a fun. I've seen a lot of good things about it too from other gaming magazines and shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
Saying it's like perfectly captures the cult classic horror aspect and all this. And I was like, goddamn better.
It's all licensed too from everything up until Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV show, you know, like all these characters, all voiced by the actors themselves. You can either be, you know, the demons or the Deadites, whatever they fucking call them, or you can be, you know, Ash and the crew and Eric the Red. Remember him from Army of Darkness?
Yeah. Army of Darkness is my favorite one.
Or Pablo.
Army of Darkness is in a league of its own.
I just finished. I'm trying to rewatch. I'm trying to rewatch the show. I just finished up the first season. So
yeah, where is that on? Because I've seen that somewhere. Is that Netflix?
Just Google it, brother. It's on my TV because I own it. Physical media.
Actually, I've downloaded some files off DVDs.
We didn't just say that. Cut. Anyways,
technical difficulties.
Really do that. He's just joshing you guys.
Anyways, I saw it pop up fucking somewhere in one of my
Tommy
searches.
Was so
fuck, I gotta go see this.
Yeah, it looks great, dude. It's like you said, Bodi. It's got a lot of positive reviews. I've watched some game footage with Bruce Campbell actually watching his son and some other like podcast. I think it was what's it called, Slashing Cast. Guys doing that. We're doing some live footage of it, and you get a little taste of what was to come. And you want to talk about circling back again, brother? Fan service. Holy shit! I think this is it because I still own the Xbox Evil Dead games. They're all right. Regeneration and
Night of the Boomstick,
Fistful of Boomstick or something like that.
Fistful of Boomstick.
And those were okay.
Button.
Yeah, the latter better than the Boomstick one, but
the new game better have a one-liner button. Otherwise, I want my money back.
I know it does have and I'm not a huge Method Man fan, but if you guys listen to the song that he did for the game, it's pretty dope because they sample all the old school film score in it. So that the whole song's comprised of it. And it's just real eerie. And he's got it reminded me like old school gangster rap, dude, early 90s, like when it was just like, the music sounded like a horror film and they were straight talking about some evil ass shit, murdering and demons and whatever, it's a pretty damn good song. So you guys listen and watch and check that shit out. I know you can pull it up on the old YouTube skis after you subscribe.
It's out there. It's exciting
to get hyped about this game because it does seem like they're doing everything correctly to make a great fucking game in that world. And that is so rare. And so it's super exciting. And
I'm excited.
Speaking of video games and maybe having a little bit of drama and hiccups, what y'all think about that? The makers of AEW's game, like having a little tussle.
So it's Yukes.
Yukes.
Yeah, it's Yukes, right?
Yukes
and Omega that are kind of butting heads on it. I don't know. I read the thing. I don't remember exactly the fine details of it, but like something, it begs the question with that argument. If Yukes owns the gaming engine, and AEW wants to do future shit, like
they have to redo it all.
They would have to totally.
So what's the drama?
Well, so from what I've seen is it's not going swimmingly. They went over budget on things. A few people have said that
they're talking about the roster.
A few people have said that Yukes were basically almost taking advantage of Omega and his naiveness to the video game industry and what all goes in with it. I don't know any other details because there's none on that. Yeah. So, but yeah, the roster size, and then there's some features that they said were going to be in the game that they're going to have to pull out of the game.
Dude, it's crazy when you think about it too, because this game's been in development for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't make fucking games. I don't know how that goes. I wouldn't imagine that unless you're a giant studio like Activision
Bungie.
or anybody pumping out these Call of Duty games every year, 2K, it's probably pretty damn hard. You know, I mean, we talked with Mike about working on Retromania Wrestling. You know, we had him on a couple episodes, and he just to make a game like that's throwback and not as complicated, you would think, to code and to make and everything. Like, and there was so much with that. God only knows about this fucking AEW shit. But it was kind of disheartening to hear, especially after the reveal. They just revealed some early gameplay footage of Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander.
They look good too in the game.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. A lot of it looked good. But people are bitch about the roster too, because it's only going to be 50 people, and
people are going to.
They got over 100 people contracted, you know, or whatever it is.
DLCs.
But that's the thing they're talking too. Is like I think there's heat on that between Yukes.
Probably.
Maybe I'm wrong. Not wanting to do DLC or something like that. I don't even know, dude. It's just it's a sad fucking thing to hear.
It is, man. In the beginning, I thought he was going to partner up with AKI. I don't even know if they're around or anything like that, so that's hard to say. But you know, they did the No Mercy and the
they got that
NWO
guy.
Revenge. They got the dude that was in charge of a lot of that.
I can't do his name justice, so forgive me, nerds.
Nerds. But,
I'm sorry, nerds. Nerds.
You got to throw up a picture right here of Ogre.
What if CAT spelled dog? It doesn't. It spells nerd.
Yeah. Anyways,
off the rails. Off the fucking rails.
Off the fucking rails.
I want to tiptoe.
You should.
I want to go through the next topic super quick. Speaking of dramatic bullshit.
Speaking of games.
No, was it Bill DeMott and Sonny shit?
Oh,
yeah. I want to fly through that. I don't want to give that.
Well, we'll just let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Essentially, Tammy Lynn Sitch, Sonny. Everybody knows WWE Hall of Famer Sonny had so many DUIs and so many drunken arrests.
I lost count.
Yeah, I think everybody did, including the fucking police force. She killed somebody. Essentially, this last night just happened recently, and so like I think it's like Bill DeMott and his wife or something. There's like a call to action for WWE to remove her from the Hall of Fame, you know, which I agree. I mean, if you're going to remove Hogan for shit he said in the privacy of his own home, not saying that whatever he said was fucking cool, because it wasn't, but you know, that you killed somebody, you ended somebody's life because of you can't handle the sauce, like, you know, Sreten, Bruiser Bodi, and the Juice. You know, we don't drink and drive unless we work 40 hours a week. Then we still don't do it, but you know what I mean. You're a Black Flag fan. Come on.
Yeah. I already got in trouble for that once.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even once was like learn my lesson. Like, how many does she have now? 172. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, get it together. But no, I support that decision. Like, dude, no, you're a mess. Clean it up.
I would say
yank it out of it. Yank her out of the Hall of Flame.
I'm puffing on that real hard.
Put her in the Hall of Shame.
Holy shit.
I think
we should start
the JP
Pro Wrestling
Hall of Shame.
Yes, let's do that. We're gonna call out all you shit people and hope that you better your lives.
All you pricks.
The good nature of mankind and all things spirited and peace.
Yeah, wait till I get you Twitter pricks out there too.
Oh Lord,
I'm on the hunt.
Well, I do want to. Here's the next topic because it's such a positive thing. I want to talk about Wardlow's current AEW run and the question of
the day.
Is he kind of the new Goldberg, or is that a bad comparison?
Oh.
He is absolutely the new Goldberg. I thought that, you know, just
the real Goldberg.
Like the fourth or fifth time I seen him coming out with the security and shit, I'm like, this is Goldberg, but just presented differently. And it proves that, dude, like classic, it still works. You know, like when Wardlow gets his hands on an MJF, like finally, it's going to be huge. Like
it's going to be a huge pop.
Everybody has always said that dude was going to be a star. Everybody who matters in the business, and including our good friend Steve Tortorello from Warrior Wrestling, who was on this show and was like, dude, he's basically your creator wrestler, like your perfect creator wrestler. Like he's got fucking everything. He's got the looks, the moveset. Dude, he's doing moonsaults.
Moonsaults and swantons. Perfect.
How big is he?
Ones even.
Probably close to 300
like
pounds.
6'4", yeah. Yeah, the dude's a monster.
Yeah. And it's, dude,
great booking.
It's some they've done really well is book Wardlow good. It's, they've been planting the seeds for a long time, and we finally seen him turn when he helped Punk out to beat MJF. And that was fucking great. And now it's paying off in dividends, because when he's out there, dude, and he's doing I love the whole, the symphony of destruction. Hell yeah. You take a mortal man. Put him in control. Watch him become a god. I think it's fucking awesome though, dude. The crowd's eating it up. I'm eating it up. More importantly, at home on my fucking couch. And dude, we've met Wardlow a few times at Warrior, and he's awesome, a great dude, and he works his ass off, and he believes he deserves this fucking push because he's very humble in himself, man. Hardcore, and it's paying off. Hard work does pay off. I'm stoked about it. I'm down for the second coming.
A little mini piggyback off that question, because he's one of the big men. He's being booked awesome. Like, this run is cool. The whole storyline, it's all fucking cool. You think Lance Archer will ever get a real AEW push? And where can he thrive? Because I think he's fucking amazing, but he's unfortunately one of those guys that like doesn't seem to. He's doing he's being a fucking team player, right? I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
But I don't know where can he go and be like a guy, or he just maybe an awesome guy that will never happen for. What do you guys think?
No, he can go somewhere and definitely make a splash anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel, if you want my opinion of it, it might be an unpopular opinion. I love Archer. He almost seems to me like a henchman in AEW.
Yes.
Where he goes out and does the dirty work. He might not win every time, but he goes out and does the dirty work.
Never thought about that way.
So
I agree.
I mean, he's got the matches. Don't get me wrong. He's been booked in world title matches, TNT matches. Dude, he won the fucking New Japan US strap off of Moxley in a death match on television,
The Hangman
so you can't say
match.
I get where you're coming from with that, because I feel it too. It's like he's just kind of lost in the shuffle, like a lot of the guys are.
Lost in the sauce.
He could definitely be a big player somewhere else, and I think he's still a big player for them. It's just like you said, they kind of pull him out when they need him. I do like how Jake, Jake Roberts is always trying to stop him from doing something, and he's just like, pushes Jake away, and he fucking does it anyway.
I love it too. And going back to real quick with Wardlow, I can't wait till they pull the trigger on it. It's been a slow burn. But piggybacking off of that a little bit, you need to pull the fucking trigger on the Julia Hart storyline, man. Dude, I thought it was going to happen last week and they didn't. I was so pissed. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
That's good, because
I was so amped for it. I wanted it.
They got to get you to tune in every week. Eric Bischoff says they don't do storytelling, and
I want tacos too, man.
Yeah.
Tacos right now, not next week. I want tacos right now.
That's right. They're tasty.
Yeah.
I wonder who didn't fucking hug Eric Bischoff, that he's just been relentlessly talking shit for
he just fell into that trap. He fell into that trap where he's got some audio visual stimulation of his own that he's trying to get people to give a fuck about. So how do you get that? What was his slogan? Controversy creates cash. Yep. I'm on to you, Eric. You fucking conniving little conundrum.
So he's using what's his face? The guy that was on the NWA commentator. They got kicked off.
Jim Cornette. Yeah.
Cornette. So he's doing a Cornette.
It's all fluff, dude. He's pulling a Scottie Pippen. Don't get me started on Scottie Pippen again.
Sour grapes, bro. Sour grapes.
What was that? Is Scottie Pippen's on the Shithead Hall of Fame, or what did we call it?
Oh, the JP Dub Hall of Shame.
Hall of Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark
He's
Henry
on his way.
We're going to have the Hall of fucking Shame and celebrate those who have failed us in life.
Yep. Sonny, you're number one. Scotty, you're closely behind. Yeah. You son of a bitch, you.
He's going to be on YouTube and he's going to catch the show and just get so fucking sad. Good. Then you can come on the show and we can just embarrass you on the show. He's going to revise his book in every interview he's ever said. I hope so. I can't be on that list.
I did more in the Chicago than Jordan did any day of the week.
Bullshit.
Boom, boom. Yeah, definitely bullshit.
Speaking of NWA,
it just writes themselves, folks. It writes themselves.
It does. He's really good.
Oh God. Speaking of
NWA. Yeah. We got a pay-per-view, the Always Ready pay-per-view coming up like in June. I think it's like the 11th or something. I don't know. Check the date. Google it. But the homie Mecha Wolf, tag team champion with Bestia Says. Who's they defending the titles against? Anybody?
Doug Williams and Harry Smith.
God, I swear, you fucking guys, you're fucking killing me.
Briscoes,
British Bulldog Jr.
Exactly.
Harry Smith. His real name, his shoot name, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Doug Williams, the gentleman. Williams. You know, he would always do the. I'm kind of stoked for that match. I'd like to see that. Good on those guys and good on brother Mecha Wolf for dude. He's killing it this year. He's fucking killing it.
Tag team's killing it too.
He's playing out with his band, dude.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna be opening for Cancer Slug and shit. Like
that's crazy,
right, dude? I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Mecha, send me that track. Let's get it done. But anyway, yeah. I thought that was a tasty little tidbit. I'm glad you mentioned that, Sreten, the NWA, because we haven't been talking about it much lately.
No, and they're still, they're putting out shit on YouTube, and it's good. And
they have one hell of a world champion right now, world's heavyweight wrestling champion, I might add, and Always Ready, Matt Cardona.
Whose world's champion isn't he?
Better be careful.
Yep, he's got 13 titles and counting.
We don't want to get on his bad side.
No.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. He'll just come out of nowhere.
He'll probably come on the show.
He'll just come like right behind me.
We got a belt. Like we just made up this fucking foul belt and you want it?
Justin peed on it a couple times.
Yeah. I'll do the job for you. I'll lay down and let you cover me.
Yeah, on accident. That's what he tells people.
Accidents happen, brother. Accidents happen.
Especially when you're drinking.
Yeah, that's right. Perfectly normal.
Sonny, we're looking at you dumb bitch.
Oh, Lord.
Oops. I said that. I can't help it. Everybody agrees with me on that one.
Well, when you're in the Hall of Shame, limits are off.
Yeah, you just get no fucks given. We're fucking on
roast
the attack.
Away. Everyone in the comments, roast away.
Sonny, roast them.
You fucking dick.
You Sonny. Oh, no. Oh. Anyways, fuck all that bullshit. Let's move on to something a little more positive.
Yeah.
Impact Wrestling Under Siege. A lot of shit coming out of that. Dudes, we have PCO. PCO. He wasn't on that card. I was just fucking testing it.
Sorry, you say PCO. I get excited.
You like that? That's
my monster, but not on this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Some major things coming out of it. One of my favorite things is the Briscoes, Dem Boys, are your new Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, they are.
So in my mind, this kind of solidifies that they'll be hanging out for a while, which is cool. I think they're a great fit for Impact. They haven't really been back there since when they were first starting off in the business, and be hard to recognize them other than like their faces, because they were so fucking young back then. But dude, I'm really stoked about that. What do you think about that, Bodi? Dem Boys as Impact champions.
Dude, was there any other call except for Dem Boys to win it? Of course, Dem Boys got to win it, man. Briscoes, put the gold on them. See the money come flying in. I mean, I'm kind of bummed that the AEW thing is meh, but hey, I can see them everywhere else, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
AEW couldn't handle the Briscoes. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know about that.
Hey, you puffing or are you passing on that?
I already puffed yesterday on that.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm passing on that. Not because they're bad. I don't know much about them, but because I just I want AEW to develop everybody they already have, and then maybe a year from now, bring somebody else in to pop the crowd, and
dude, it's Tony Khan. He'll bring someone in next Tuesday.
True, right? True.
Is it in the budget?
Christ.
No, we'll make
every
it
time
in the budget.
every time they bring in a new guy, the people making the video games are like, "Fuck."
Yep. Hey, the soccer team won 2 more matches. That's $17 more million for fucking roster moves.
Right. Rob him from Peter just to play Paul. Paul's not cheap.
While you're at it, sign Buff.
Sign Buff Bagwell and
sign him.
God damn it, Elon Musk, verify the motherfucker.
Exactly. Can a guy get a verification around this bitch?
He's got almost 35K in followers,
and if
he
anyone
can't
needs
get
to be verified. Elon, you're not the stuff, and you'll never get a top hat either.
So if they brought him in as like a manager, who do you guys think he should manage?
Who, Buff?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It'd
have to be a buff dude.
The Varsity Blondes.
Well, him and Scorpio are cutting promos calling out like FTR and shit.
Right?
Vicious and delicious,
Vicious and delicious. I love that. I love that.
That's funny.
Who knows? Who knows what could happen? I don't know. What?
I sprung the question, but that's
a good question, though. You're a fucking real stupid man with some good questions. I don't know how that works. The universe is crazy.
Stupid man got the best questions.
Man,
I fall down.
The Young Bucks. I would like to see Buff hanging out with the Young Bucks because there's that connection. There's that Bullet Club thing. He was NWO. Bullet Club is in homage to fucking NWO. I think he could work good with them. For some reason, they keep throwing around Ryan Nemeth, the Hollywood hunk.
Hey, he's got a shirt finally.
I usually like him without a shirt because he's a hunk, but whatever.
Yeah, he's a hunk, man.
Hunky boys.
Yep, better looking than Dolph.
Yeah, he always gets like 5-6 minutes on BTE. Like always.
He does. He's over.
So I'm wondering
he's over on BTE.
He's
over.
What's that going to lead to? It's interesting to me.
I don't know. But let's back it up to where we're at. On Under Siege, Mia Yim re-debuted, made her return to the company.
It's good to see her back there.
Yeah. It's cool. I kind of figured that would happen. And, her husband now working for AEW.
See, that's what I thought you were doing.
A bear cap.
Don't ever call him that again.
Why did somebody say bear cat?
Yeah, it's a beefcake. Beefcake bear cat. That's what we should call him.
Tomato.
Yeah, bologna.
Yeah. Attack of the Killer. Beefcake.
Oh, what did you just say? Beefcake.
Beef.
Uh-oh. Beef.
I thought Dr. Claw was coming.
You got to give it some time. He'll pop out sooner or later.
I hope so.
Oh, he will.
What else? What else we have going on in Impact? Josh Alexander retains.
Yep.
You had Honor No More going over Bullet Club.
Yep. That was surprising. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought Bullet Club forever, but I guess it makes sense. And then you had I was surprised that Ace Austin beat Trey Miguel, but I mean he just won that title, so it makes sense. But you know how my feelings towards Trey Miguel is.
Yeah. We all fucking love him. And dude, Ace Austin's a good dude too. And
Ace Austin's awesome too.
I'm glad to see the X Division title on fucking dudes like that, the modern day AJ
Maharaja. Damn it.
No.
Bring him back, please. I miss the Maharaja.
The modern day Maharaja.
Yep. How about Soda Americanese? Wait, that's Dark Order.
You just threw up the Dark Order.
I did throw up the Dark Order. Verified. You heard it here first. Maharaja, the Dark Order, confirmed.
Probably he's gonna have to take Stu Grayson's fucking spot.
I'm bummed about that. Stu Grayson's gone. You made me sad, dude. I'll quit. I quit forever.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. I think they kind of acknowledged it, and then they on BTE this week, but they kind of played it off at the same time. So they're like, their bit comes up, and they're like, it's most of them sitting there like, feels like somebody's missing, and Anna's not there, but neither is Stu.
Right.
And that's what they're referencing is Stu because he's fucking dude. They let the contract. He's done with him. And they're just like, oh yeah, well, Anna's not here.
Wasn't he? Isn't Stu a big part of what's his face's vlog? Sammy Guevara, and he one of like the crew.
I mean, he could probably, maybe, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch Sammy's blog because I mean, we'll move on to that here in a second. But dude, the tag team, you know, I mean, he was the Dark Order
Bros.
Yeah, the original tag team, the original fucking Dark Order.
Right. When they had weird dudes in purple suits lining up to make a chair for Evil Uno.
Yeah, I love that shit for Uno.
I did too, dude.
That?
Join us.
We're still members, by the way.
I'm still members.
You want to grab this poison ivy riddled arm? Oh. Why'd you purr like a beautiful little kitty?
Yeah, you like that? Dark Order gets me excited.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, that was fucking weird. So whatever. They can't keep them all. Joey Janela's gone. He's gone.
Jack Evans.
Jack Evans is gone too. That sucks. But hey, Impact. Please.
Marco.
I tweeted it out and he liked it. Jack Evans. He agrees. He wants to go to Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, he does. Sign him.
It's good. AEW, you know what? It's great that another company like AEW with a billionaire owner who, yeah, he's going to sign in and I would like to think ultimately create his vision of his pro wrestling. Yeah, smart business, you know, but the main goal of his pro wrestling dream, right? We all played like, you know, No Mercy and even the 2Ks of today.
SmackDown, Raw, the GM.
When you play that, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'd like to think most people kind of live their booking experience through those games. You know, like I remember doing it on 64 so fucking much, you know, like, and
making my own factions,
all that shit. You know, he's going to have that one day. And unfortunately, people are going to fucking fall to the wayside that maybe were there to help get him to that point, and they're not going to be around anymore. But it's great because guess what? They're going to trickle down on some of these other promotions that are coming up. We'll see him in like MLW, and unfortunately ROH, I would like to think it's kind of off the board now because it's essentially AEW, which I kind of don't. I'm going to be honest. Here's a hot take. I don't like it anymore. I don't like that fucking Ring of Honor is AEW because it needs to be separated, in my opinion. Don't relive what fucking Vince did where you bought everybody up and then we're doing the brand split. And it's not even a brand split because guys are just popping up on other shows. Yes, you can have that from time to time, but you have to make that special. You know, if Samoa Joe's on fucking Dynamite every week as the ROH TV champion, then
thank you.
Come on. You got Dark and Dark Elevation. I get what they're there for. And I like what they're there for because there's a lot of great young indie talent that gets looks. And I don't care if it's on YouTube or not. They still have how many thousands of people watching it. But make it separate, dude. Fucking take away Rampage. Realistically, whatever you got to do. It's just, it can't be too much of the same because then it doesn't feel different. And it's like, well, whatever.
I agree with you 100%.
See, everybody, we don't just suck AEW's dick. Sometimes we bite.
Question for you.
Sometimes we're dick biters.
Where's Chris Montez?
Most of the time we are. Question for both of you. Would you take Rampage and put that hour at the end of at the end of Dynamite? So that's 3, like 2 separate shows, but 3 hours. You see what I'm saying? So instead of being it recorded, or would you put Rampage like on a Saturday night, 6:05 p.m. or some shit?
Kind of like back in the day when Raw was like Monday Night Raw, and then it was Raw is War.
Yes.
You know, I could see that happening. I think that would be the better way to go. But then you get the 3 hours of programming, and I think they could do it. But
I think it's kind of hard to transition.
Do it well, and WCW didn't really do it well. You know, when they moved to 3 hours, can it be done well? I think so. But you're essentially asking the audience to sit and watch a fucking pay-per-view every fucking week. And all right, brother, I'll do it. I'll sign up. But make sure there's some great fucking content and entertainment. That's the only way. That's the only fucking way.
And the other thing I can think of is you got to have a 2-hour ROH show. I don't think you can make it an hour. If you did make it an hour, would you piggyback Rampage on the back of the 1 hour Ring of Honor show or the back of a 2 hour Ring of Honor show?
Look at it this way, Bodi. How they book Rampage now. I mean, look at some of the big feuds and stuff that's going on. Danhausen and Hook.
Hookhausen.
It's only an hour. ROH really only needs to be an hour. Fuck, back in the day, I think it was.
It was
when they were on what was that?
UPN.
Not UPN.
CW.
HD Net or whatever. I think it was only an hour. And it was good fucking shit, dude. ECW back in the day was great. It was only an hour. Like, I think
so. Yeah.
It's
Would
weird.
You get rid of Rampage then?
Yeah, you get in the business side of it though, and it's it's all a whole bunch of different shit that we even don't truly understand. And a lot of people don't understand because then it becomes politicking and money and bullshit and advertising. And all I'm saying, I don't want to make it too complicated because most of our fan base is probably inebriated right now. Just give me a little segregation here in a positive way. I want my ROH plucked from AEW and
like your Dingleberries
put in its own place. You're just funded by AEW.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah, you have to make it two separate shows. You have to make it two separate rosters. I don't mind like what they're doing right now, but I don't want to see it keep going on AEW programming.
No, because
it takes away the specialness of it to ROH itself.
Right.
In my opinion, I think it would.
Yeah, because here's the deal, Tony, if you're going to fire the whole fucking essential roster of what was ROH even at the end, if you're going to do that and just replace them with AEW guys, great, do that, but make it fucking separate and still keep it its own thing because, I mean, you can't just keep having guys cross over like that. That's like the whole thing that watered down and killed the brand split in WWE for me because
WCW invasion.
Yeah. Why is the SmackDown World Champ gonna have anything to fucking do with Raw or unless it's Survivor Series where storyline it makes sense. That's fucking wrestling psychology 101. It would make sense because it's the two brands competing against each other, and it only happens once a year.
And Clash of Champions, if they still do that.
Yeah, the Clash of the Clash,
the Clash of Champion.
It's time for Beach Clash.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I'm off of my ROH rant, and I'm sorry. Okay, I think I derailed everybody in this conversation. So
you did, because I don't even remember what we're talking about.
Guide me. Point me in the direction.
Well, Bodi asked if what to do with Rampage because it's
what would you do? It's kind of
just extra content right now, like a little bit more.
ROH on Friday nights, 2 hour show.
And ROH is this new company, not new company, but new, part of AEW. And what you should do with it. And you guys both gave your opinions. For watching the show live, like actually being, watching it live, it's cool that they do Rampage because you get to watch the like even more of superstar wrestlers do some matches. But the televised part, I rarely watch Rampage. Me too. It feels like what it is. Like it's like leftover shit. And so if it's not that, like if it's leftovery, then why not put it on a Saturday? If you want to keep
6:05
keep it on television.
TBS.
Yeah. Put it on a Saturday, less pressure for ratings.
Exactly.
12:05 p.m.
But ROH needs to be its own thing. Because it's just going to disappear. Like nobody's like people will very quickly stop giving a shit about it at all.
Well, yeah, and they're just resting on their laurels in history at this point. Like, great, you bought this historic wrestling company that at one point until the elite left was like they were the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fucking reality, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, whether financially wise they may not have been, or viewer wise, but they felt like they were doing the best shit, when they had all that going on. So I don't know. It just keep it separate. And Tony, if you're listening, if you're fucking really paying attention to fans on Twitter, I know you turned the lights back on the fans. Thank you for that.
Yes, that was cool.
Once it started getting the lighting and shit, I'm like, man, God damn it. I don't want to see WWE shit. That's like WWE style, like, let's see everybody in attendance. When I'm at Forbidden Door holding up a sign that says For a good time, check out jpdub.com or call 187.
There you go.
1-872-267-4199.
It's a lot to put on a sign.
You know, or if I'm in the audience and Buff Bagwell makes his return, and I want the lights on so everybody could see me sobbing like a 3-year-old whose chocolate was just taken away.
You find me in the club.
I can't believe it. I knew it.
Some of the Young Bucks didn't steal Buff's pose.
Oh, they did.
Since we're winding down, I'd like to take this time to thank everyone. I'd like to thank the current YouTube algorithm, and however the hell everybody's getting. We're getting a lot. The growth is happening, and it's very exciting and very cool. I'm also really excited. We're gonna have a bunch of cool shit happening over the summer, and it's also summer's coming, so there's gonna be a bunch of cool concerts and wrestling events and all this shit, so it's just going to be more and more exciting. So if you want to have your pulse on the goings on of all of pop culture, watch the fucking show and buy a fucking t-shirt too. Buy my
buy a shirt.
ProWrestlingTees.com/JPDubTees. Hey, and one more thing real quick too. As I may or may not have stated, Warrior Wrestling is running the same day directly across the fucking street of the United Center at the Malcolm X Arena, I believe it's called. Dude, it's like a noon start time, so you can go catch Warrior Wrestling right before Forbidden Door, New Japan, and AEW. And you'll see a lot of AEW and New Japan guys in Warrior Wrestling and from various promotions, and it's going to be fucking sweet.
It's going to be a party.
Yeah. I like parties.
We'll be sweet.
I got to go potty.
Yeah, you do. Beefcake.
Dr. Beefcake.
I feel like we're missing out on something else. There was one more thing I think we needed to touch on. Sorry for you guys. We're fucking out of time. Join us next week when something more dangerous and repulsive and entertaining might happen. You never know, because you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah. Until next time, motherfuckers, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe, download on any podcasting platform, anywhere. Google, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
AskCheeks.com.
But don't get frustrated if you're looking for us on Facebook, because they cut all podcasts. So just so everyone knows, be aware.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But you can still find us on Facebook and content that we post and all that, and follow us and join
the JP
Pro Wrestling. Yeah, the Juice Pro Wrestling universe, man. That's for fans of pro wrestling that want to go and have fucking fun and post wrestling related content. And guess what? For all you creators out there too, and our homies that are also fucking killing it on the scene right now, hey, let everybody know what you're doing too. Yeah. Share your shit. Share your content, because share like.
Yep. I share my dank ass memes on there.
Yeah, you do. And be sure also to check out the JP Dub podcast, which is a subsidiary of Juice Pro Wrestling. Got a lot of fucking cool shit coming up. We have a huge fucking guest coming up.
Yeah, we do.
A legendary figure in the world of rock and roll and marijuana. And comedy.
Oh.
Dude, it's going to be great. I'm not revealing it just yet. I'm going to leave you guys with that little tidbit.
I still don't know who it is.
Be fucking zesty. Tune in, subscribe, like, share. We love you. That's all we have to fucking say about that. Wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up. Come to Butthead. Come a little closer. Let me see your thingies.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!